Well, last week we shared Garden Tour Saturday with the front yard. This week we're doing Garden Tour Saturday and it's going to be the backyard. We switch off every other week, for there's something for you to see and see some growth and change. When we come back in 2 weeks, we'll see what we have in that front yard looking better, and maybe I can afford to buy a couple plants to add a little more color to this area over here in the corner. We'll see. You know, Grandma's trying to stay on a budget and trying to keep her yard looking nice. Well, let's go see what Grandma's doing this week in the backyard. What things are blooming and what things we still need to clean up and what Grandma's already done. There is some improvements being made, even though it's still not very pretty. But it will be pretty soon. Just stay tuned. Well, I have managed to get some seeds out here, and it doesn't look like it because the leaves are falling back in here. But I did clean a lot of leaves out of this area and planted it with seeds. And we'll see how it's going to look in another month or two. My goal in life is to get everything looking good out here again. You know, you clean it up, you get it pretty, and then it looks ugly again. But we'll see what we can get accomplished this year. But this is what I planted in here. It has supports. I put the taller flowers in the center, and I put the California poppies on the outside here to frame the beautiful flowers. So we'll see how it goes. Like I said, I'm always working in the garden. And right now it looks terrible, but I want you to know in a couple more months you won't recognize this as the same garden. Once everything starts blooming up. And Grandma is trying to keep her costs way down. So I'm planting everything by seeds, probably mostly this year. And that means it's going to not look too good for a while because seeds take a while to take hold. But once they do, they'll keep reseeding themselves year after year. Here's something that keeps reseeding itself right here. Look how pretty it looks, and it's protected by the fence. It's been here a couple of years, but I'm just sharing with you there's always something in the garden to enjoy. And as you can see, this beautiful plant is still blooming, and I have so many beautiful blooms all around it. It's been a real joy for me to come out and see all these beautiful flowers. Do you see all the beautiful flower heads I have here? It is just glorious. I just love looking at it. And they've lasted for so long. Makes me so happy to see all these beautiful flowers in the middle of winter. Can you believe how beautiful this is? How many flower heads I have. It's just, and this is all in one flower pot. It just is glorious and has been blooming now for a couple of months. I really, really have enjoyed it. The show has been just breathtakingly beautiful. We'll come back in a few weeks and do another update on this. I am super happy how these are turning out and how gorgeous and how long they've lasted. I have one here that looks like it probably looks pretty rough. But I don't want to complain because we've had a show that's lasted so long and we still have new ones blooming out. Looks like we're going to have something to pick pretty soon to eat. There's always something growing and maturing in my garden. Let's see if we can find a few. Like I said, there's always something to eat in my garden. Every time I come out here, there's something to pick and eat. I know people wonder why my grocery bill looks so little, like I don't get much to eat. But keep in mind, I have a garden, even in the middle of winter, that's producing something to eat. You saw a bell pepper, and now you see my golden berries. And I have quite a few that are ripe right now. I think I'm going to start eating a few. Yum, yum. They're always so good and yummy. And out here in Southern California, my plants produce fruit year-round, 12 months out of the year. Now keep in mind, when it's summertime, I can't even keep up with production. But this time of year, I can come out and have something good to eat every single day. Right from the garden, pick right from the plant, fresh and full of vitamins. This is when you pick them, when they look all dried out and they're really ripe. And when they're like this, you need to wait a little longer. But like you can see, I have plenty to eat. 12 months out of the year from my garden. But keep in mind, I live in Southern California where it's warm. Oh look, my plant is starting to bloom. We'll have to keep coming back every couple of days and do an update and see each one of those blooms open up and look at the beautiful pale pink shades. Aren't they beautiful? Well, we're in the backyard and we're going to be doing a walk around and seeing how things are going. Well, still no flowers, but the plant is blooming out. Doesn't it look beautiful and healthy? Can't wait to see what we're going to have. I have a lot of plants coming up. Can't wait to share with you their beautiful flowers. I guess I better get out here and start picking some of my bell peppers. They look so good and healthy, don't they? You'd never know it's in the middle of winter here. Here are my bulbs coming up. Didn't get many flowers last year, but because we've had so much rain this year, hopefully I have a better flowers. I'm going to put a couple fairy gardens in here to have you enjoy. I will try to put a fairy garden in here before it flowers, just in case it doesn't again, and if it does, I'll have it to share with you. This week, this is the project we're going to be doing. Going to get in here, clean these pots out, put some fresh soil in here, put some flower seeds, and see what we can do. Probably put a few fresh cuttings also in here and see what we can get accomplished. I'm thinking maybe this next year, I don't know if I'll do it this year or not, I'd like to pull these plants out and use them for trees and put my fairy houses underneath them. I think it will look really cute. So we'll see if I can get that project done next year. I think this year I'm just going to leave them in this pot and see what they do. So next, in 2 weeks, I'll be doing an updated video of this area, and it looks really bad right now, and that's the important thing I can share with you, how ugly and bad it looks, and it will be very nice in 2 weeks. The flower seeds, of course, are not going to be up in 2 weeks. That's not the point. The point is it will be clean. It'll be ready for my baby plants to have a new home, and my seeds will look great. And we are going to have a gorgeous yard soon here. And these pots that had fairy gardens in them will be beautiful once again. I will get busy. You know, I bought all kinds of stuff from Dollar Tree for fairy gardens. Let's see how many fairy gardens I can put together in here. I have plenty of things. There's at least, what we have, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 pots that need help desperately, and we'll see what we can get accomplished. So let me know what you think. This week, next, in 2 weeks, we're coming back and doing an updated video of this area, and I promise you, it won't look like this big mess you see right now. And there are a lot of live plants in here. You can barely see them, how pretty they are, because of all the mess all around them. But we're going to do a super cleanup job, and you'll see. It'll be beautiful once again.